Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Matt Cart, where me and my beautiful wife Veronica like to go to garage sales, thrift stores, and the Goodwill bins like today to find things to resell on our eBay store. It is early in the morning right now, 8:39 a.m. and we're headed there, hoping to be one of the first customers to maybe find some stuff earlier that might have been left from the night before. So we're gonna have to figure that out as we get there and hopefully find greater things throughout the day. Let's go. So this was one of those days that didn't feel great at first, but then after doing some research when I came home, I realized how good the day actually was, far greater than I anticipated. Right at the beginning of the day, there were some Lego that was left out from the night before, no minifigures or anything like that, but we threw it into our bag, and there was a ton of media bins left out from the night before as well. Nothing really good, nothing in plain sight. However, I went through a bunch of random CDs that were left without cases in the bottom of some of the bins, and I found something incredible. So out of these crates, there were some loose CDs, but check this out. Dragon Ball 2 Raging Blast Bandai. So that is wild. I gotta find a case for this. And the first bin of the day came out, and it was more media. However, it was mostly just old VHS tapes, nothing really worth any money. And then the next bin after that followed was a clothing bin, and I ended up finding a vintage Real Madrid jersey, which I thought was pretty good, though the condition left more to be desired. I have a few jerseys actually out of that clothing bin. One is looks like it's a vintage Real Madrid jersey. I believe this is official product, Real Madrid Kelme official supplier. So yeah, we found that, and I found another soccer jersey. This is way more local. This is actually Cavalry, which is not an MLS team, but it's a Calgary soccer team sponsored by WestJet. So not bad. 2 soccer jerseys plus a Dragon Ball Z, a Dragon Ball PlayStation game, and some Lego to start today off. And the first half an hour was jam-packed with toy bins. It was non-stop, but nothing too crazy. In fact, the main things that we actually got out of the first few toy bins in the day was mostly Lego Duplo, which is great. We do love Lego Duplo on the channel, but we mostly want to grab stuff like regular Lego, including minifigures, action figures, but we do find a great action figure score a little bit later in the day, and it's honestly one of the best scores we've ever had at the Goodwill bins, and I had no idea how good it actually was until I did some research on the price. So there wasn't too many things in there. I did get a few LPS dolls. Also, I have a ton of Lego Duplo pieces in here. Probably enough to say, I'd say there's safely about 2 pounds of just Lego Duplo stuff in here. So not a bad start to the day. Nothing super crazy yet. I think the best score was definitely that Dragon Ball PlayStation 3 game. So we're going to keep hunting and see what else we got. Alright, so me and my wife went back to some of the same bins, and we found more Lego Duplo pieces and 2 Jellycats. And one of them is that a pig I see there? I don't know. I think it might be the first pig. Yeah, that might be the first pig Jellycat we ever had. And this is a nice bear. This is actually a decent size one too. It's like a 14-inch, 16-inch bear. That's pretty sweet. All right. Yeah, the scores are just adding up today. Another Jellycat. One of those pins. I've never seen a Jellycat look like this before, so definitely adding this to the tally for today. Another toy bin came out, and we kept finding more and more Jellycats. Found more Lego Duplo pieces. Another Jellycat. Yeah, this one's an elephant. And I got a few Jurassic Park stuff here. Like, look at this. This is pretty wild. I like the articulation on this one. It's kind of the most articulated Jurassic Park dinosaur I've ever seen. Still, its joints are a little bit loose, so I'm gonna figure out whether or not I'm gonna keep this at the end of the day. But still, yeah, toys adding up. Just nothing super insane today. So checking one of the older toy bins, I think someone might have picked this up and put it back, which is kind of wild. This is a spectacular Spider-Man figure, and these on their own go for like $15 to $25. You're going to be paying like 15 cents for this, so it's a pretty good score. I'm going to add this to the tally that we have for today. Clearly, I wasn't as excited as I should have been for finding this ultimate spectacular Spider-Man Grail. At first, I thought this was just one of the basic spectacular Spider-Man figures. However, it's the superposable spectacular Spider-Man with a ton of joints, like an ab crunch, butterfly joints on the shoulder, and even toe joints. It's like a Toy Biz Marvel Legend. Unbelievable, a grail, and some of these go between $130 all the way up to over $200 on eBay. One of the best scores we've ever had at the Goodwill bins, and I had no idea. That's why it's always good to look up comps when you're looking to sell anything, because you never know what you might have. Tiny haul for the day, barely any clothing. We actually put back that Calgary Cavalry soccer jersey, and we just kept the old Real Madrid one. My wife also grabbed Lululemon kind of joggers bra, so not bad. Let's weigh this and see how much it is. Okay, we are back at home from the Goodwill bins, and I have to say, not the most thrilling haul today. We stayed for around 2 hours and a half. We were one of the first people there in the parking lot, though it was a really busy day at first, and then it was pretty quiet after the first hour. There wasn't like an influx of people like I thought there would be. Usually on Fridays that does happen. It was pretty quiet. Like a part of me almost wants to go again for the last hour of the day. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't want to drive through like maybe rush hour traffic. I don't know, people be getting off work and stuff. But the reason why I'm thinking about it is because when we came in the beginning of the day, there was a ton of media bins. And usually when there's media bins at the end of the day, it's because they're saving certain things at the back that are like harder to bring out during the day, and they might actually bring it out at the end of the day. That's my at least thinking and logic behind it, because they started the day off with like tons of crates. It was like nonstop. Every time like I looked and I saw the doors open, there's another like large Goodwill bin filled with crates. Unfortunately, none of the crates were insane. In fact, I think the best haul we might have had was literally within the first 10 minutes of the day in one of the crates that was left there, and it was a media crate. But we'll get to that in just a second as I go over everything that we have right here. First, all of these Jellycats. Usually we bring home at least one Pokemon plush, but no, this time all Jellycats. I kind of like did a size arrangement, as you guys can see. The biggest one is the bear, then we got the elephant, the piggy, then we also have I think it might be a small dog, and then we also have like a bunny that's like a ballerina bunny. If I find the prices of all of these, you'll see them on screen right now. We got a Lululemon workout bra. We also found a vintage 1980s. Unfortunately, it's very faded. It's a Real Madrid jersey, really cool. Official right here, Tell Me. So that was like the actual brand that designed the jerseys in like the 80s and stuff. So pretty cool. We also got 2 video games that we found in the beginning of the day. Honestly, not bad. This one's like a maybe $15 game loose, but this one right here can go anywhere between like $40 to $60. I actually saw one person sold it for like over $100. I doubt that it's actually going to go for that much. I'm probably going to list it for about like 60 and see what happens there, but not bad. Actually very clean considering it was a disc that was left there on its own. Like kind of wild. So I ended up grabbing any case just to fit it into to protect it. This one was left in the case here. I don't know why someone left it. Maybe someone just didn't realize it was there. It's not a very expensive game. Also, some people, they might just pass on it in general if they don't actually have the case to go with it. I mean, some people don't like to buy just single discs on their own, but you know what? If we have a way to actually ship it, and this would, with like a bunch of bubble wrap and stuff, might secure it, you know, so not bad. We also got a decent amount of action figures here. 2 Marvel Universe 3.75 inch Legends here from I believe in the Avengers film. We have a Thor there with Iron Man. I got this little Gimli here. I think this might be like a Funko. And then we also found a nice Power Ranger figure, not bad, made by Hasbro. Not super vintage speedboat. I don't even know why I grabbed that. I think I grabbed it trying to grab a bunch of stuff and just forgot to put it back. 3 nice LPS right here with a nice old Pidgey. We also got an Indian in the cupboard. It's funny, the last time I went to the Goodwill bins, I found this as well, but with like, you know, everything else that came with it, including the key. But I could probably list this on its own, and it might sell for about like $10 to $15. Some of the actual sold comps on this for something this small, you'd almost always pass up on this, right? You wouldn't think anything of it, but no, it's like $10 to $15. And we also got a nice spectacular Spider-Man action figure here. Probably gonna list this for about $20 and accept any offers that are at least 15 or above. Thank God I didn't list it for that much. We actually accepted an offer recently for $150 and sold it on eBay. Very, very cool. I love the articulation on this guy. Like, look, he's even got the butterfly joints. This is wild. Some of the best Hasbro Spider-Man figures of all time. Then we also ended up getting 3 ponies. These are like G3, nothing too crazy. And then we got a ton of Lego Duplo, probably about like 4 pounds at least of Lego Duplo. And then we also got some regular Lego stuff as well. So overall, not the craziest day at the bins, but I was still happy with what we got. It's just unfortunate we didn't find a lot of good clothing, and it feels like there was a lot of clothing, especially after the first like hour at the bins. Like the next hour and a half was almost all clothing, with a few random rummage bins and like bins that were filled with plushies. But nonetheless, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below, and also let me know what was the best thing we got today. I'd love to know your thoughts about that down below in the comment section. With that being said, guys, remember, may your carts always be full.